touchdowns?
No, man. Forget the touchdown.
It was 36 power every time.
Hey, we got a championship, bro, for the first. Don't forget the touchdown.
All right, we're joined here with Franklin High School head coach Mark Fannin. Coach, can you introduce your four student athletes, please?
Yes, sir. I got number 15, Bryson Washington, number 4, Hayden Helton, number 24, Malcolm Murphy, and number 3, Braden Smith.
Coach, start us off, just your initial thoughts about tonight's game.
You know, it was one of the best moments of my life, bringing home the first ever state championship game here in Franklin. This town has been waiting a very long time for this, and I couldn't be more proud to bring that gold trophy home.
Questions from the floor?
Coach, your senior class has been a big part of, these last 2 years for you. You got Bryson and Malcolm having great games tonight. I mean, what has the senior class just meant to this program?
I knew ever since they were in 7th grade when I had them that it was going to be a special class. These kids are very smart kids. They play the game right. And when I saw them come in 7th grade, I told every one of my coaches, that this is going to be a special group. And this group is the most dedicated group I've ever seen by putting the work in every single day and earning this tonight.
When you look at what Bryson was able to do and Malcolm, a lot of really tough yards. I'm thinking like that third down play or late in the third quarter. How much of that is kind of tied into that finish motto that y'all had?
Yes. And we've been saying that word finish for the start of this year, and it's been ingrained in their head ever since this time last year. Also, the weight room don't hurt that, And these guys have bought into the weight room, and weight room does good stuff.
35-35 at one point. Did the confidence ever waver? You ever get worried, or did these guys kind
No,
of like that?
These guys have made plays for me all year long, and I try to stay calm on the sideline, and I felt good about tonight. No matter what the score was, and they did a good job.
Coach, how does 164 finish sound to you?
It sounds amazing, man. It's something that that these kids, my kids, have really bought into, and they deserve it.
For you, all of y'all were here last year. How great does it feel to come back and finish this game like this?
Man, I can't even explain the feelings I'm feeling right now, man. I'm just so happy we stuck together through the ups and downs. We knew we can fight to get here, and that's what we did to get here and finish.
Malcolm, how tired were you at the end of the game? Because it looked like you were having trouble staying on your feet at times.
To be honest, I was pretty tired, but I know I got to get up there and make a play.
Yeah. Did you know you're 18 yards away from the 3A record?
I wasn't worried about. I worried about winning it. Without that big boy right there pancaking people every day, hey, it wouldn't be possible, bro. I'm just thankful for them.
Malcolm, was it the same play all 4 times you scored on?
Yep, and every time, yes, sir. Every time I did that, you had number 4 in the huddle, crib. And when he said that, I knew I had to get to the end zone.
Malcolm, can you walk us through your 2 long touchdown runs in the fourth quarter?
Like I said, it started with the front line. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do anything I do back in the backfield. So I'm thankful for them boys. I love them. I just want to say thank you to them.
You really switched it into another gear there in the fourth. It seemed like 2 touchdowns and an interception at the end. What allowed you to really elevate your game in that moment?
Like I tell everybody else, big-time players make big-time plays, and I'm a big-time player.
After the game, you just kind of looked like you sat on the field. Were you just taking everything in? You were part of the celebration for a long time, just sitting on the field.
Man, I don't think it's been a class that been able to say they finished their high school football career with a win. So, like Coach Fannin told us, soak every moment in. I had to soak every moment in, like every moment. I didn't want. I want to leave this field. They can go to Franklin. I'll stay here by myself.
Hey, Coach, in the second half, really, but in the fourth quarter, that kind of burst those big explosive runs. How much of that was shifting to packages where you had lead blockers kind of leading the way?
We really didn't do anything different. We stuck with our game plan. We knew going into halftime we didn't make many adjustments. We were having success moving the football. We were kind of killing ourselves with penalties and putting the ball on the ground, but. We just told them to stay the course, stay with it, and no big time adjustments because we were moving the ball pretty successful.
Bryson, on that third down run that set up his first big touchdown run in the third quarter, where you kind of slipped under the guy. Do you remember? Can you walk through that play? What you saw on that one?
Honestly, I was just thinking. I looked in Coach Fannin's eyes, and you could see that he told me without even saying the words, I need it. So I had to get it, and I couldn't be tackled that play.
Bryson,
It's been very emotional, knowing it's my last time playing with my senior brothers. You never know when somebody's last day, so I'm really emotional about that, not knowing if I'm going to be able to play with any of my brothers. But I am very grateful to have this team, and I'm glad we got this dub.
When we talked on Tuesday, you said, quote you, Mama says about you started, you got to finish it, right?
Yes, sir.
How proud right now?
Man, my mama beyond proud. I know she is. I love you, mama.
Hey, Coach, what did you see in some of the struggles with the pass defense, and kind of how did you correct that there towards the end of the game?
Yeah, we made some adjustments there at the end. Just kind of, the back end, we kind of just made a few slight adjustments, and overall they did a good job adjusting to it.
Coach Sheffin isn't in here right now, but he has to be happy for him, don't you, after what happened last year?
Man, that kid is a very special kid. How he handled himself after last year and how he grew from that moment and could become a better football player. It'd been very easy for him just to quit and give up. And he heard a lot of bad stuff on social media. And being a 17-year-old kid, that's hard to overcome sometimes. And he took it like a man, and it motivated him more than anything. He was out all summer long kicking. All throughout the year he was kicking, and he was ready for this moment tonight.
Coach, obviously you guys are a run-heavy program, but with Bryson and Malcolm at just a 3A school, where would you put those two as a duo among running back duos in the entire state, regardless of class?
They are special players, and I tell everybody all the time, I'm glad they're in green and white and not in the opposing colors that we got to play against. They're very as you can tell, they're very special kids, and they are outstanding kids. Not only outstanding athletes, but outstanding human beings that just are leadership on this team, and it feeds onto the other players. And I couldn't be more proud of them.
Coach, 523 rushing yards for you guys tonight. What can you say about the play of your offensive line?
Offensive line did outstanding. They've done that all year long, and I've told every one of these guys that they're in the trenches, every single play, and they don't get their number called very often. So I try to, these guys. It takes a special person to be an offensive lineman and just to keep pounding and grinding constantly. And I got a group right now that are tough and that are mean. And if you got a group that are tough and mean, they're going to win you some football games.
As
One
an
more
offensive
question.
lineman, what does it mean for you for the team to get the 3A record in rushing yards?
I mean, it just shows how well disciplined our group is as an offensive line. I mean, we're pretty senior heavy on the offensive line. We're going to have to make some big fulfill big spots next year. But I mean, we went out and we did our job, and I think we got the best backs in the state of Texas, and they showed that today.
Amen.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Go Lions.